You are an altar. And because of this, you must stay consecrated. Because of this, you must abide to the prescribed instructions given by the God that owns that altar. That is why the Bible says, what communion has light and darkness? What agreement has the temple of God with the temple of Baal? Are we together? The temple of the living God you are. He said, as he has said, I will dwell in them, and I will walk in them, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. You are an altar. So when you go to your place of work or business, and you sit on that seat, an altar is seated in that office. Are you getting it? You see, knowledge will bring you into a place where you are able to manifest that which is absolutely true. When I walk into the bus, the public bus, that is an altar in the bus. That's an altar in the public bus. When I board a flight and I'm seated, an altar is seated amongst men. Are you getting what I'm saying? When I visit a person and I'm in your house, an altar is in your house. A life altar. And spiritual activities are taking place even while I'm seated. God is moving in me. God is walking in me. God is talking in me. I'm bringing solutions to men as an altar. God wants us to grow from this dimension to that dimension. And this is not to say this altar is not powerful. I want to repeat it. Because it has been dedicated, consecrated and dedicated unto the Lord. I stand here to minister, so when we come together, this altar serves us. But I need you to understand that beyond this, you are a living altar. So when you go to China, that's an altar in China. When you go back to Africa, Nigeria, that's an altar in Nigeria. You walk into your family house, that's an altar in that family house. An altar. You see, the demonic realm understands this. When they look at you from the realms of the spirit, they will see the glory of God all over you. The fire of God. They will see that God resides in you. They know that that guy, that lady is an altar. Beware of that lady. They want to kick you out of the area. They want to kick you out of the business. Because a strange altar has interrupted their operations. Because when you begin to pray, when you begin to seek the face of the Lord, when you begin to worship, whether in worship or whether in praises, angelic activities begins to take place in that area. Your prayers becomes an invocation that invokes divinity and brings divinity into the affairs of that community, family, business, or whatever it is. Your dealings becomes a channel, an access point for God to move in that family. Your life becomes an access point for God to bring his purposes, mind, and intention to his people, or the people of that land, or the government, or whatever it is. Because when you are there, God is able to pass through you. For I sought for a man from amongst them, so that I can use him to do my will. So when you are in such a place, and through you, God is able to bless men, are you not an altar? God is not going to say, I'm going to Barry. Come and meet me at the altar in Barry before I will use you. Maybe you are in Nigeria. He said, go to the altar in Raphael in Italy. Go to the altar before we touch your life, before we touch your family. No! Once you're in your family, God said, yes, my altar is here. Angels, deliverance angels, salvation angels, change of government angels, follow him. As you are praying, things are happening. Because you are an altar. Somebody say, I'm an altar. Any altar that is speaking against your life. Oh, today the altar of darkness and the altar of light will collide, and the name of the Lord will be glorified. The altar that has been consulted for your shame, consulted for your destruction, consulted against you, the altar that has bedeviled you and hindered and fought against everything that is good in your life, today a new altar shall be introduced to that altar, and the name of the Lord Most High will be glorified in the name of Jesus. Stand to your feet. Male kulahata, mazukete katika rondes, mando kaiza taikaza, mando kabando socorrida ados, mancarido esquilinda kirionda suvas. He lives in me. The I am that I am walks in me. The I am that I am resides in me. He said, I will be in them and they will be in me. I will send the comforter, and it shall be in you and with you. When you are walking around, an altar is walking around. Oh, I need you to lift your voice and say, Lord, whatever hinders your presence from my life, whatever is profaned in my life, let your mercy speak. Consecrate me, Lord, by the power in your shed blood. Let your fire fall upon me and touch me. Cleanse my spirit, cleanse my body, cleanse my soul. I dedicate myself to you. You must dedicate yourself to him.